Hi, my name's Nicholas. I'm a sales tech for American Trucks. So the Silverado is the red with the factory black trim and the OEM fender flares. First thing I did when I got the truck was maintenance. I changed the belts, changed the plugs, replaced all the shocks, and I did a reverse level. Next thing after that, power stop brakes, and they work fantastic. There's no brake dust to speak of. They've lasted. I've had them on 5 or 6 years now. There's no noise, and the truck stops. And then I think after that was a colder intake, lucked into a set of 22-inch GMC Yukon takeoffs. So those were on in the spring and the summer, and it's usually the fall. And then just the regular old 17s that came with a set of Goodyear all-terrains for the wintertime. Oddly enough, it started with a pack of trading cards. I was on a road trip with my family down towards my mom's hometown. We stopped at a truck stop, and I picked up a set of Corvette trading cards. I'd never even heard of a Corvette. I didn't know what it was. I just saw this car and I was like, wow, this is really pretty. And then I looked up, and then every year we'd go down for probably 3 or 4 or 5 years, and I would look for these same cards in the same truck stop. But that's how I learned about Corvettes. And then after that, I started reading car magazines, Motor Trend, Auto Track, or Road and Track, that kind of thing, Car and Driver. This was in probably early 90s. And then by the time the mid 90s hit, I had subscriptions to all of them, all through high school. Couldn't stop reading them. So yeah, that's kind of where it began. And then when I got old enough to, start driving, I remember my next door neighbor teaching me how to drive a stick shift. First car was a 1981 Datsun 200 SX. There's got to be maybe a handful of them in the States left. It lasted me all of 3 months, just long enough to go to school with it for a couple of days, and then the engine just kind of gave up. It's a very strange car. It had power brakes, but no power steering, power mirror, but only on the driver's side. Passenger side was missing, because back then you didn't have to have one, but manual crank windows. So a really weird hodgepodge of luxury accessories. So the first car I remember modifying was a 1997 Ford Escort. It was a 5-speed manual, but and it had the premium sound system. But otherwise, it was very much a base model car. Manual windows, manual locks. It was 1999 when I got it, so it was basically a brand new car. So I treated it like that. I did all the maintenance. I took care of it. I washed it every week. I waxed it every week. So you couldn't buy a colder intake for one, so I had to make my own. Couldn't buy like a leather shift tube. It was a rubber accordion one, so I had to make my own. Half the time I'm underneath the car, like painting like trailing arms and stuff like that. Just anything that could kind of scratch that itch for a little bit to make us a little bit more personal. I like talking with people. I like getting to top cars. That stuff's fun for me. My favorite things are when we start with an idea, we start with a goal, and we work backwards, and we come up with a plan. I want to do it as efficiently as possible. I don't want to just go throwing a blank check at someone. I try to ask as many, open-ended questions as possible. Part of it's experience. Part of it's just asking the questions. What kind of truck is it? What kind of cab is it? What's the trim level? We want to verify the fitment. We want to verify what trims and things. That gets us where we need to go.